Milton Daily Homes, Chuck here, and guess what? We have our buyer class in about, well, I don't know, I guess by the time you watch this, maybe 3 hours. Colin Best is coming to the class. He's a fantastic resource. I'm really looking forward to it, so it's going to be awesome. If you missed this time, definitely check us out next time. 18 properties today, and the first one up is 1146 Radel. It's at 315, and so it's an Amesbury, a Brandon model, so it's got 1130 square feet. I like the color of the brick. The pictures look terrific. You've got hardwood floors on the main level. A great shot that shows basically half of the front. So you've got the small dining, eating area. Excuse me, and then you have the family room. And then just over to the side, you've got the kitchen here too. So a little bit basic in the kitchen. I like to see it jazzed up a little bit, but it's still, you know, this one's playing the value game. It's not a super steal, but I think it's fair. The one thing that may push it over the mark, over the 310, I think, would be having that partly finished basement. And again, I don't know what that means. I mean, partly finished, that means they could put up one sheet of drywall and say partly. It's a very loose term. Holly's the next one. It's at 319.9, and so we've got yellow. Again, not a great color to be having as a listing color, but it looks like a big open concept layout here. It looks like there's a lot of space. It's a semi-detached, right? So there you go. You've got your kitchen here, and there's an eat-in area as well. I think that's a ton of space. There's really no shots of the upstairs, but there is a virtual tour, it looks like. There's also a finished basement, and the lot size is 38 by 129, so I don't think you can go wrong. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I mean, you know, your furnace, your air, your roof, all that stuff's been done, so you just need to doll it up, and it's already got good hardwood. You cover that yellow up with a neutral tone, maybe do a little bit of work in the kitchen, and you've got a really nice home that you can live in for a long time too. So Barclay is at 323.9, and it's a Bryant model, 1235 square feet, 2-car parking in the driveway. And so the layout is you've got your dining, kitchen, and then off to the left-hand side is your family room. So it goes 1, 2, 3 in an L shape. And it looks like they've cared for this one very well. Done a backsplash here. They got those green apples. I hope you saw that. And then upstairs a bit of a bluish carpet. This front room is a little bit tricky. They did a nice window seat here, but it's not big enough really to do much beyond an office or maybe a small kids room. This to me is the real value point. And I mean, having the finished basement, I talked about it, it's probably worth between $5,000 and $10,000 in a home in this category. And there were homes that didn't look as nice as this, selling for $315, $318, $320, just like in the last couple months. So I think they've really done a nice job on this one. And it's a good spot on Barclay too. It's away from the road. You're not getting the Thompson noise or anything like that. So Panton Trail, 324.9, and so you've got 2 parking spaces in this driveway too. And you've got about 1,700 square feet of living space. And Panton to me has always seemed a little bit crowded, but I think that you can't beat this one really for the amount of square footage you're getting for your money. There's your kitchen, then you've got your table here. The complaint on this room here is that it's not a huge area. Like you put a TV here and you got to kind of walk through it, and it's not really square. It's more long and narrow. And then you head upstairs, you've got your master ensuite. The bedrooms are all nice size in this one, and that's your finished area downstairs. And I mean, there was a bank sale. It was a similar size listed on Panton. I'm not sure if it's sold, but it was around that 350 mark. So 324.9 to me for this, I think it's a steal. I think this is going to rock out. I think it's going to sell really quick. June 30th is the possession, so it could be that they feel the pressure of that date. But boy, it's a fantastic home. It's a great deal. 103 Van Fleet is at 334.9, and so it is a it's a Bolton model, 1275 square feet. The biggest thing that holds this one back, I mean, it's got a great layout. So there's your front entryway, and just to the left is the kitchen. And it's kind of a galley style kitchen, and it has a breakfast bar that opens up to the back part here with the family and dining. Biggest thing that holds this one back is that it only has the 1 bathroom upstairs. If it had the 2, the sky would be the limit, because people really like this layout. It's very functional. There's no wasted space here. There's your family room, then your dining room. You can see how it opens up from the kitchen there. And hardwood floors here. I mean, the one shot here, it's hard to tell. At first glance, that looks like carpet, but it's not. You can tell that the whole flooring is hardwood, and really nothing upstairs. We sold this model past like well into the 330s a couple months ago, but we were really riding a high of lack of supply and a good sale that happened before us too. So they have a chance. I mean, if they compare across to this one, there was one that sold maybe 3 weeks ago, and it also got some good money too. So Farmstead is at 364.9, and so it's a 3-bedroom, 3-washroom. The market's being flooded by these guys on Farmstead, so I can't see this really working out well for any of them, unfortunately. Same models, you can buy them over at 620 Ferguson, I think for a little bit cheaper. I think they're in range on this price, but it's certainly not something that excites me a whole great deal. The hardwood's nice, but to me this kind of represents everything that's kind of boring and average about homes that builders build. Like, I just don't find anything that's that awesome about this. And the other thing that you want to be aware of is there are some common element fees, and I think they're like $50. I don't remember how much they are, but I think what they're doing as an incentive is to say, well, don't pay them for 2 or 3 years. Well, someone's going to have to pay them eventually. Now, Van Fleet is at 369.9, and so this is a Westgate corner, 1717 square feet, end unit townhouse, corner townhouse, and I mean, this was listed higher, and the last couple Westgates that have sold have been like up in the 390s. So these guys at 369 are a deal, and yeah, they don't look perfect inside, but who cares? Like, if you're able to come in and put a bit of work in here and make it look like the other ones, I guarantee you can do it for less than the $20,000 spread that we're looking at. So certainly an attractive option, and if you're willing to just kind of spruce something up, that's a good opportunity. Fitzgerald is at 379.9, and I've seen the same model recently list for less than this. That also looks nice. I think this one, you've got a little bit of crown molding up there. It's very, very nice inside. There's no doubt about that. And you can see the kitchen here, the eat-in with the island, and the rest of the cabinets. You've got pot lights throughout, and a lot of care has been put into this home. There's also a finished basement as per the description right here. So we need, I mean, there's no photos there, so it's really hard to tell, but you can see measurements are down here as well. Okay, so that might be the difference there. Depending on how that basement looks, it may just push them up. But, I mean, they've got some competition. So Armstrong is at 434.9, and so it's a Lindsay model, 1,800 square feet. And Armstrong's busy. Like, Armstrong gets a lot of traffic. That's the feeder street. That's the only street that comes in off the north side of the subdivision between 4th Line and Thompson. So there's cars zipping by all the time. So anyhow, 1,800 square feet, 4 bedrooms. They have a finished basement too, and while it may not look perfect inside, I don't think it's horrible. I have a feeling this home sold a little while ago. I think that they actually bought this like a month or 2 months ago, and when you read the description here, it says that the basement's 90% finished. Last time I saw it, if it's the same home, which I'm starting to think it is, these guys really didn't do anything because there's a big hole in the wall in the basement. It was a little bit rough, but anyhow, the market has improved since they bought it, and the 434.9 actually seems kind of fair at this point. Jackman is at 476.5. We've got the same model for sale for $1,500 less. Shameless plug, 321tonelli.com, Tonelli, and so immediate possession on this one here. It is a Quincy corner though, so it's a double car garage. It's got 4 bedrooms upstairs, about 1,900 square feet, and generally a layout that people either love or they hate, but it's great value. Where now we jump back to a single car garage. Thistle Bay, 2,200 square feet, actually a little bit more than that. And so this is high for this model. I mean, $499 for a single car garage. However, when you go inside, it's very impressive. So they've done this big archway, 9-foot ceilings. They've opened up, and you can see that they've done this aftermarket because the flooring, they've actually replaced it and they've done it in a different direction. And so who knows how that looks in person. You can even see it from this angle here. I hope they matched the wood and they did things the right way. Big arch here, so family room, dining room. They blew that wall out. and then you've got your kitchen, which is lovely. I mean, this looks like something out of the Madame Me catalog. Like, it's gorgeous, and the decor, everything is beautiful here. I mean, it's fantastic, and it sides onto green space, and it fronts onto a park. You can't go wrong with something like this. $499. Again, I hope they get it. I think that they're going to have resistance with only the single car garage, but boy, oh boy, is it ever nice. So Schreier Crescent, $519.9, and so you've got, this is a Royal Fern, just over 2,000 square feet. You lose a driveway space because they pull the garage up, but what it does is it opens up the main floor layout, so you don't have that extreme long hallway coming in, and then the house opens up behind the garage. So nice shutters. You've got some pot lights here, and the kitchen looks terrific as well. $519, and it backs onto green space according to the description. So it's a great deal. $519 is a steal for this one. Lot 1, Street C, whatever that means. I don't know how to get there, but if you can find it, $569, and it's a wood lily, so 2,600 square feet, oak stairs. From what I'm seeing in the description, it seems a little bit high compared to what some of the other ones are selling for, but wait for the photo. So Stag Garden is at $577.9, and it's a Glenwood, 2,572 square feet, hardwood floors, 4-bedroom, fireplace. You've got this little loft area upstairs. The master on this home is not huge, but what happens is the other bedrooms are all nice. So they're all nice sized rooms. It looks like they've replaced the appliances in here. And this home's been around for a while, so I wonder if there's a story behind this home. I don't know, $577.9 to me doesn't blow me away. There's a really nice one that was listed in this neighborhood, and if I remember correctly, it was listed less than this. No air conditioning on this one too, so it almost looks like it was rented or something like that. Hard to tell. Okay, 7320 Twist Road, $624.9. 3 bedrooms, so immediately I'm kind of going, well, it's not a huge home. You've got 150 by 266, so that's just under an acre, and it looks like it's been very well cared for. I think in this kitchen you can do, my belief is if you're going to do a white kitchen, you do it in kind of that cream color that these guys have done. They've upgraded the counters, the sink. They've got this beautiful lanai out here, and I'm a big fan of this one. I don't know if I'm thrilled with the price, but I like the area, and I like the way the home looks cosmetically. I just think that for this price, you can oftentimes find much bigger homes. Okay, so the next one is Commonsville, and it's really pushing the boundaries. I mean, we put our daily home search for W22 and W26, and so this is way over. This is like past the district, but they threw it in anyway. So it's at Highway 6, long ways away, but $649. So you are going to see a little bit more value in this one just because you have to. Like, the values are going down, so the home has to be that much better to compare at a similar level. But half an acre on this one. Hardwood, you got some wainscoting. The kitchen's huge. Granite counters, built-in cooktop. I mean, sub-zero fridge. This one's really put together well. California shutters, renovated bathroom, and I love this look too. I love that sprawling bungalow, the trees framing it. I mean, this is a beautiful shot. This is a beautiful house, and if you're willing to go out in the boons and a little bit further away, then this could be the right home for you. There's a finished basement. I mean, it's really hard to tell with this stuff in the country. You know, the true value, there's a lot of things you need to look at. Now, Bessie Trail is at $659, and so it's a Vanderwood, 3053 square feet, stone and stucco, and inside, gorgeous kitchen, right? So you've got upgraded hood fan, backsplash, built-in appliances. This is lovely, and it's all nice earth tones too. So you've got these, you know, the warm colors on the walls. Everything just comes together well. You've got California shutters, hardwood staircase. Now we have we've got a very good comparison. Ours is listed at $639, and it's over on Potts, 276pots.com, Potts, and so I would say generally our kitchen probably isn't as upgraded as this one. We've got hardwood on both floors, and we're $20,000 less, so it's a good battle of these models. I think these guys are certainly awesome quality, and I think that they're within range, and they're both priced well. It's just one of those things, like it's a personal preference for each buyer. Now Guelph Line is so this is further south on Guelph Line. It's at 679, and so north of Dundas is where it is. 4-bedroom, 2-washroom. Got a crawl space here. 168 by 330. It's a regular, so we know it's 1.77 acres. 1888 is when this one was built. So get a good home inspector is all I can say. But I mean, it looks like it's got a loft above the garage. Okay, so you've got another single car garage, so there's a lot of parking, a lot of covered parking here, and I love the thought that having an area above the garage, that would be a great place to have a home office. So certainly check this one out. That's the last one on the list, and again, if you're coming to the class tonight, you are in for a treat. I'm going to bring my game. Colin Best is going to bring his stuff, and it's going to be a fantastic night. So Milton Buyer class and Milton Daily Home. So we're out. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.